Hello, honorable judges, fellow participants, and the audience. Before I begin my speech, I would like to introduce myself first. I am Raiza Noviani Chinanda from SMA Negeri 1 Rembang, and I am here as the first speaker of the opponent team. I firmly oppose the motion that tertiary education should be done via online. The definition of online tertiary education itself refers to any formal post-secondary burning thing degrees, formal post-secondary learning thing degrees, diplomas, or professional certifications delivered primarily or entirely via the internet. It's the evolution of the traditional college experience, moving from the lecture hall to the laptop. However, I believe we should not done tertiary education on online because first, I would like to speak my argument. It decreases quality of education. Education is an important material that support country's development. Education itself can either bring positive impact or negative impact in a country based on its education quality. Why? Because economic growth depends on the quality of public education. Educated individuals are easier to apply jobs instead of uneducated ones. This creates a different strata based on economic and education between the public. It may lead to criminal actions such as robbery or even murder. Companies tend to pick their employee based on their quality of education. It is not only based on their degree, but also how the individual's quality in real life. Online tertiary education would weaken the education of public, whether it's theoretical or practical way. When it comes to theoretical education, public who's currently doing online tertiary education will not 100% understanding the education materials. Why? Because it is possible that they can do their learning in multiple tasking. Here is what I mean. Individuals can also eat, drink, go out, or maybe playing online games while listening to their or playing games while doing their learning process, which is it breaks their focus in the pieces and leads to not 100% understand the education materials. Besides that, if we take a look at the practical impact, they will horribly poor on that. Why? Because the learning process are based on online conditions. Because the learning process are based on online condition, making the individuals lack of practical thinking and action. It makes them hard to apply for jobs. Jobs itself cannot be done theoretically. Cannot be done just only by theoretically. It needs to be done practically too. That's why it leads to unstable economic growth. Second, not all individuals have access to tertiary education via online. Look closer to the individual who is economically poor. They don't have much money to buy a laptop, handphones, Wi-Fi connections, and so on. So it's possible that these programs are targeting the wealthy one or individuals that right on the budget. It creates unfairness between individuals with different backgrounds. So the opponent's claims are chronically wrong. It's not true that all individuals can have the same opportunity. Third, AI use will increase and being normalized between the individuals. Because the learning process is held online, it is possible that the individuals will use the AI. The individuals will done their assignment with the help from AI because it's more easy to do. They don't have to hardly think and researching for the education materials to complete their assignment that will take much and longer time to do. Instead of that, they will just make AI to do their assignments, which would only cost only 5 minutes. It can lead to lack of brain activity. Human's brain needs to be fed by education and knowledge. If the human does the opposite thing and depends only on AI, the brain will slowly decrease their function. So, when they have to complete their assignments without help from AI, they will be panicking and feel anxious because they believe they can't do anything without the AI's help. It creates dependency on AI technology. It's completely dangerous because humans' job can be replaced by AI. So, what is the real value of education itself? Why we should get education if we can just use AI to do our jobs, to complete our assignment? Furthermore, I would like to give suggestions to avoid that dangerous conditions. First, the government should focus on giving easier access to education. All individuals have rights to choose and get education. It's not only for the wealthy one, but the poor one should get the right to. Second, government should focus more on increasing the quality of education. By increasing the quality of education, it will develop economic growth into stable. High quality of education leads to high economy on individuals. Individuals would easier to get a job because of their education quality. It decreases the unemployment between the public, creating a stable economic condition. And then, in conclusion, I believe that we should not done on tertiary education because it has more negative impact than the positive impact itself. By implementing tertiary education via offline, it will create a college experience to the individuals, and it will give theoretical and also practical education to individuals for better quality of education. And it will make the individuals easier to apply for job and leads to economic growth. And for those reasons, I strongly oppose. Thank you very much.